and
System configuration.
VPN configurations.
VH. VH. Okay, under system. Here it is. Host name, I'm going to say VH2. Organization name, system IP is 5.5.5. Site ID, I'm going to configure over here 1. Time zone same, vBond IP address is same. Then VPN 0 configuration.
Yes.
Under
Right, sir.
VPN 0, no need this command. Interface
Gig 0 by
G0/0. IP address is going to be here 102.1.1. Terminal interface allow service all, and gateway IP address is going to be 102.1.2.
2.
Management VPN 512 configuration is not required for now. Let me remove it. That's it.
No, sir.
Anything else in the initial configuration?
Sir, encapsulation.
Encapsulation protocol over here is going to be
IPsec. Color based internet.
encapsulation IPsec. Color. What
Internet.
color I had configured on VH1? Biz internet.
This
Yes.
internet. Yeah.
Biz internet. Okay. Anything else in the initial configuration? System and VPN 0, right? Management VPN I am not configuring. Now let me copy it. Let me paste over here. Okay, all the commands are accepted. Yes. What next? I want to onboard this on vManage. Right now, see on vManage only one managed device is there, and that is 4.4.4, which is DCVH.
Correct.
So what is the next step to onboard WAN edge device on the vManage?
We have to charge the number and serial number.
Root certificate, sir.
First of all, I need to install root certificate. For that, first of all, I need to upload root certificate here. How I will upload the root certificate? Through Linux vshell.
Yes, ls.
ls. Here you can see we don't have root certificate here.
Right, sir.
VIM editor, VIM and root dot i4 insert,
Yes.
and
Copy paste here.
on vManage I can find root certificate. I don't not sure about this root certificate, that is the same root certificate. So let's copy from here. Controller, view, Control A, Control C, and let me paste it on VH2. Yes. After pasting certificate, press escape and then colon WQ exclamation mark ls. Okay, root dot site is there. Edit, request. What is the command to install this root certificate?
Root cert chain install.
Root request root cert chain install.
Install.
Install
Yes.
home admin and
Root
mesh
dot.
directory. Certificate is installed successfully. What
Right.
next? On the vManage, I can check my manage list. See, only one manage list is uploaded, whose charges number is this one. I have the commands here. I can check once. Is it the same serial number? The first one, chassis number 1D488. Yes, same one, right? So I'm going to use, let's suppose, this one for VS2. Let me take you to VS2 and paste it. So I have used this one. Okay, till then I am configuring VS3. Wait. This vanished device is not getting updated. There is some issue then. See, let me check the reachability first. Go to VS2 and ping vmanage. I'm checking underlay, right now. Ping
V
IP address is unreachable. Vmanage IP address. Even route is not there. So IP route VPN 0. See, default route is not there. We have not added the default route. Where is my configuration? Here it is. Under VPN 0, I've added this command. VS2, so run VPN 0. And 102.1.1. So interface description. IP is correct. Let me check the internet is reachable or not. 102.1.1.2 not working. I think internet router is not configured.
That's
I
Okay.
had the same issue
not
this
on.
morning.
Okay. Let me configure the IP. Just I need to configure IP addresses on the internet router. Correct, guys? Nothing else. Enable config T interface G not GF 3/0 no shutdown. IP address 101.1.2.255.255.255.0. Exit interface F 0/0 no set. IP address 102.1.2.255.255.255.0 and interface G not GF 1/0
1/0.
IP address
Mm,
13.1.2.255.255.255.0 and interface F 2/0 no cert
FA2.
14.2. So IP interface brief exclude unassigned. Check the IP addresses are correct. Now from VS2, see vmanage is reachable. Now when vmanage is reachable, let me take you to the dashboard and
Refresh.
no, I still not onboarded. Is serial number and choice number same which I have used here? No, this one is the different one, right?
Right, sir.
Choice
Token
number
is
is
different,
same,
sir.
token is
Token is
different.
different.
Copy and VH2 is serial number token number correct now? In last 0655 token number B8B and 58. This is correct. Am I missing anything over here? On VH2 ping 100.100.3 vbound is not reachable.
Right, sir.
Let me take
The
you to
switch is not configured. No?
this switch.
Hmm.
Enable.
2/0 is not configured.
So IP interface brief. Okay, only SVI is there. Let me configure interface G 2/0. No switch port and IP address
101.
111.255.255.0 exit and IP route 0.0.0 and
101.
G2/0 and 1 2. Now let me see.
अब हो जाएगा sir.
हो जाएगा अब श्योर अभी भी नहीं हुआ अब क्या करूं
तो इंटरनेट पे राउट कॉन्फ़िगर करना है.
इंटरनेट पे एक स्टैटिक राउट कॉन्फ़िगर करना पड़ेगा आई हैव टू कॉन्फ़िगर वन स्टैटिक राउट ऑन द इंटरनेट राउटर फॉर public subnet IP route 100.100.0 255.255.255.0 exit interface F3/0 and next up IP 101.100.1 towards
Right.
DC switch just have configure one static route host name internet and save. Let me check now reachability is there or not. Now reachability is there. Now let me take you to the vManage dashboard. Refresh it and now you can see, right? VS2 is onboarded. Now let's onboard the last managed router, which is VS3. So here is my configuration. Let me replace the IP from 102 to 103. In the gateway also 100.3. Rest all the thing is going to be same. Host name VS3 and 6.6.6.6. Okay, this should be VS2, not VS3. 2 and rest all the things are same. Correct? All good?
VH3 होने ना सर.
Yes, VS3. Sorry, VS3. All are okay. Copy and let me paste it over here. VS3 admin config t commit. Let me perform the initial configuration on VS4 as well. Here IP is going to be 4. For host name will be VS4, system IP 7.7.7.7. Oh my god, on this router I also need to change the what? Site ID. Site ID to commit. Otherwise you will not find IPsec between branch 1 and branch 2. So site ID over here is 3 and rest all the configuration are same. Copy it and paste on VS4. After onboarding, you can close the console of all the routers. You can manage everything from vManage. But what I want you guys that before configuring through template, let's see the CLI based configuration for service side as well. Right, so let me onboard first these two devices, then through CLI first I will show you how you can perform service side configuration. Otherwise now you are okay from vManage, you can configure service side. Okay, so let me do one thing here. I need to install root certificate on both the go to vManage and system setting certificate, copy, go to VS3 and vcell vim root dot cert I paste the certificate. request root side chain install home admin and root dot side. Go to vs4 vcell vim root dot site. For inside, let me copy the certificate once again. Skip. Request root cert chain install home admin, and now root certificate is installed. Just I need to add the serial number and chassis number on the managed routers. So devices, okay, let me use this serial number and this chassis number. Let me copy it. Replacing the chassis number here, paste, and token number corresponding to this chassis number is this one. Copy, paste it, copy, and I am going to paste it on VS3 and this chassis number for VS4. Copy and paste it on VS4. So we have onboarded all the devices. Here you can see. Now go to the dashboard, and on the dashboard you can verify directly. So 3 vanished devices are up, 2 are up, 2 are down. Just wait for some time. Soon all the vanished routers will come up.
सर
Go ahead.
एक क्वेश्चन था कि ये तो हो गया, आपने VH का बता दिया, CH का भी है क्या कुछ ऐसा?
CS का भी ऐसे ही बताऊंगा.
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है.
अभी तो 3-4 क्लास हुआ है, आप ऑनबोर्डिंग सीख लिए. CS का भी ऐसे ही होगा, वो भी देखेंगे.
ओके ओके.
Okay. Now let me refresh the dashboard of vManage. Now you can see 3 vanished devices are up and 1 is down. It will also come up soon. Now you can see all 4 vanished devices are up. VS4 is taking some time, soon it will come up. Now you can see all the vanished devices are up. But this is your fabric, right? Now the lab is ready, but can these branches or DC communicate? Right here in the DC you can see my LAN subnet. In branch 1 LAN subnet, branch 2, 3. Can they communicate?
No.
They cannot communicate, right? Your fabric is ready, underlay is done, overlay is also done, right? Now all the VHS has OMP session with VSmart. We can verify it. We can access VS1 and we can verify the OMP session for routing. Here I can run command show OMP here. You can see OMP session is here with VSmart. VS1 has OMP with VSmart. Similarly VS2 show OMP here. VS2 also has OMP session with VSmart, but they are not exchanging any route. They are not exchanging any route. They are exchanging only, see, OMP advertise 3 types of route. OMP route, the service side route, T-log route, and service route. Later we'll understand the service route. So till now, all vanished devices are only advertising T-logs. If you will check the T-log of, let's say, VS2, so OMP received T-log. So OMP T-logs. So here you can see this T-log 4.4.4 is received from 2.2.2 from VSmart, right? And the status is chosen, install and resolved. This tlock is chosen, install and resolve, and here are some attributes of tlock. You will understand that as well. Then if you will scroll up, here you can see other tlock 5.5.5. 5.5.5 is received from 0.0.0. It means what?
Itself.
Self-advertise.
Yes, it means this is self-advertised tlock. So this router is only advertising this tlock. Then here you can see
Status
tlock of 6.6.6 branch to VH. Status is
for 5.5.5. This one, sir.
what?
What is this RED?
What is this?
I for install.
I for install, and self-advertise will be not installed in the OMP table. Right? So this R is, I think, RED.
Redistributed.
Yeah, you can check.
Okay, okay.
I will see it. Right? Then other 6.6.6 and 7.7.7. So see, all the vanished devices has tlock of each other. So what will happen when a vanished device will receive tlock? Any tlock? It will try
IP
to
It will install its best.
establish the IPsec with all received tlock, right? From the vManage dashboard also you can check, like I can take you to 5.5.5 branch 1 VS1, and here I can click on real time, and here you can run command like so OMP received route or OMP received tlock. So here it will show you all the tlock. You can see it is learning these all tlocks 4, 5, 6, 7. If you will check IPsec, now I am expecting IPsec with all the received tlock. I am on 5.5.5. Here you can see. So it should have one IPsec session with this tlock, one IPsec session with this tlock, one IPsec session with this tlock, right? System IP, color and encapsulation is nothing but tlock. Total how many tlocks are there?
4.
4, right? Because I have 4 vanished devices and I have only 1 transport. If I have 4 vanished devices and 2 transport, in that case how many tlocks will be there? 8.
Great.
8 tlock. Okay, so if I will show you the IPsec inbound connection here. Sorry, IPsec inbound connection, no filter, show me all. Then here you can see IPsec with 4.4.4. Remote tlock is 4.4.4 and local tlock is 5.5.5. So I am on 5.5.5. 5.5.5 has one IPsec with 4.4.4, one IPsec with 6.6.6, and one IPsec with 7.7.7. This is your data plane topology. So let me use my pen. Yeah. One IPsec over here, one IPsec over here, one IPsec over here, one IPsec over here, one here, and one here. Right? Is there any involvement of controller?
No.
No. This is your SD-WAN topology. Now you can imagine, like I have one data center, branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, and all are connected like this, right? This is your topology. Here we need to perform manipulation, right? Because now if branch 1 and 2 want to communicate, they will directly communicate through this IPsec. If branch 1 and 3 want to communicate, they will directly communicate. Now I don't have any backup path or load balancing, there is only single path. So later when I will add multiple transport, there will be multiple IPsec, and we need to configure load balancing, failover, those things, right? So I am expecting you all guys are very clear with the SD-WAN topology, how it is working on the top of underlay. Correct? All the managed router has OMP session with vSmart and IPsec with each other. And on all the managed devices, if you will check control connection, then there will be control connection with vManage, vSmart, vBond. For pushing the configuration, like if you want to configure this router, then there is an involvement of controller vManage, right? For that, it is also maintaining control connection. If I will show you the control connection, so all router will have control connection with controller. Control connection, no filtering. Here you can see my 5.5.5 has one control connection using DTLS protocol with vSmart, one control connection with vManage using again DTLS protocol. If you want to change the protocol, you can do that, right? On the transport interface, you can run the command to change the protocol. By default protocol is DTLS. So all the managed router has control connection with controller only for two reasons. With vSmart to exchange the routing information, because inside the control connection OMP protocol is running, and with vManage inside the control connection netcon protocol is running to push the configuration. That's it. But not for data plane. For data plane, all the managed routers has IPsec with each other. I am expecting this should be clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason that
Professor,
it's not
inside
connected to
vManage,
Hmm?
we don't see that connection with the vBond because they have in the data plane they have the IPsec connection.
No, in
No,
first
what?
class only I had told you that with vBond there will be temporary control connection. Once the authentication is done, and here as NAT is not configured, even there is no any involvement of vBond in my case. If devices are authenticated, onboarded on the vManage, vBond is also idle, right?
Right.
and between them, sir, vManage and vSmart only control connection and or inside OMP also running.
No, only control connection and netconf.
Okay, let's go.
vSmart and
And
vManage are not going to exchange the route. Now, why I'm using this software vSmart?
so,
To help these routers to exchange routes with each other, right? We will never send the route to vManage. vManage, why I'm using this software vManage? To configure this router centrally. That is the purpose, right? While during data forwarding, when branches want to access internet or want to communicate together or want to access cloud application, there is no an involvement of controllers, right? These two are control plane and management plane, not data plane, correct?
Excuse me, regarding the TLOC, how many TLOC do we have? Would you
4
please?
TLOC. We have
What
total 4
will
TLOC.
be what will be the benefit of using TLS instead of DTLS as protocol?
So you know the difference between UDP and TCP.
Correct.
The same difference is there.
Uh,
DTLS is
so,
fast,
mhm.
TLS is slow, TCP is slow, UDP is fast. TCP is reliable, UDP is unreliable.
Right, sir.
So whatever differences you know between TCP and UDP, we have same differences between DTLS and TLS. DTLS is UDP based and TLS is TCP based.
TCP based.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. Any question? Okay. Now if I will configure this service side on, let's say, VS1, what will happen? As soon as you will add service interface here on VS1, it will advertise the service side route to vSmart, and vSmart will reflect to other side. Right now I don't have any service VPN, right? Like on VS1 I have only 2 VPNs, so IP route. If you will check the entire routing table, you can see VPN 0 routing table. So run VPN 0 and so run VPN 512. I have only 2 types of VPN here, management and transport. I have not created any service VPN. Now I am going to create my first service VPN on VS1 first. VPN 10. VPN 10 and interface GE0/1. I have added GE0/1 LAN interface in service VPN. Say no shutdown and IP address. IP address is 192.168.1. Let's say 100, or last IP address you can use as a gateway 254/24 and commit. Now if you will check the VPN 10 routing table, so IP route VPN 10. So you can see one network is VPN 10. One network is directly connected in VPN 10. If you will check entire routing table now, then you can see you have one route in VPN 10 and some route in VPN 0, right? So VS1 is going to advertise service side route only to the VS Mart. And for service VPN, I can use any VPN except VPN 0 and VPN 5.2. And once VS Mart will learn any prefix from one neighbor, it will advertise to other neighbor.
Right, sir.
So will I have this route on VS2?
No, sir, I don't see. I think
No, yeah.
VPN should communicate.
VPN 10, you can see. Actually, this router is not maintaining any routing table for VPN 10. At least VPN 10 should exist here, right?
Right, sir.
If a VRF doesn't exist on the router is not going to maintain routing table for that VRF. So if I will create VPN 10 here, VPN 10 and commit, and after that if I will show the routing table, then you can see show IP route VPN 10. You can see it is learning the DC prefix, and it is learning DC prefix with TLOC. What is the TLOC? TLOC is 4.4.4.4 with internet and IPsec, right? There is already IPsec session with 4.4.4, so IPsec inbound connection. So this router VS2 knows that if I need to send traffic in this subnet, I will send it through this TLOC, and for this TLOC IPsec is already there. You can verify it from the vmanage as well. Now I can take you to the another router 4.4.4, and here I can, okay, sorry, it should be 5.5 and IP route. If you want to filter IP route, and if you want to filter the routing table, then just you can here filter somewhere. IP route filter and in VPN 10. Why VPN ID is not showing here? VPN 10, let me refresh this page. No filter IP route, so filtering on 5.5.5 I have created VPN 10.
I think we haven't advertised any route in VPN 10.
No problem. 1 minute. OMP receive route. So filtering VPN 10 should is not refreshed. Let's check 5.5.5 real time and IP route. So IP route VPN 10. IP route, don't filter. See, VPN 10 route is not showing. 192.168.1.0, it is coming with this TLOC. But VPN ID is not mentioned here. Actually, here just I need to do one thing on VS2. Go to VPN 10 and add this interface G0/1 no such IP address 11.1.1 or 2? 1, 255.255.255/24 and commit. Go to vmanage IP or OMP received route. If you want to see TLOC, then TLOC. If you want to see the route, then route. VPN 10. And here you can see VPN 10 routing table. In VPN 10, now two routes are there. 11. Here 11 is self-advertised 0.0.0. And on 4.4.4, you will find 11.11.11 as well, because VS2 is going to advertise this network to VSmart and VSmart will advertise to VS1. In legacy networking, you have learned the route filtering. Like this can be the unwanted route on VS1, correct?
All right.
So maybe you need to filter it. In the SD-WAN also you can filter this. That is going to be route filtering on VS1. Here if I will show you the VPN 10 routing table, so IP route VPN 10, then here you can see 11 is coming. 1 minute. This is coming from OMP and this is connected. Now here see with OMP route, whatever route is coming from OMP, this is self-advertised OMP. There are some attributes. Label, I will talk about the label also later. Status, attribute, TLOC. After the TLOC, you can see the metric. Right? Protocol means it is talking about origin, source protocol. Source protocol is connected. The prefix is connected on DCVS, VS1.
It's showing both connected.
Traditional routing networking, you must have learned the route filtering with the help of source protocol. That if any prefix is coming from OSPF, then discard it. Right? So here we can verify that. Then metric, you all already know the metric. Metric is nothing but something which defines the trustworthiness of route path. Then side ID, AS path, right? Similar like BGP, OMP tag, OMP preference, originator, and then last update. So these are what attributes which I can use for
Path manipulation.
path manipulation.
Yes.
Like OMP preference, right? If let's suppose there are two paths for this subnet, 192.168.1.0. So with the help of OMP preference, I can configure path manipulation. Similarly, I had shown you TLOC as before. TLOC, we have multiple attribute, preference, weight. I can use that for prefer one TLOC over another TLOC. Similarly, I can use OMP attributes to prefer one path over another path. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Here, how I will advertise these networks to VS2. Let me do one thing. Let me configure any routing protocol here. Which routing protocol you guys want to configure between VS2 and router 1?
OSPF?
OSPF, BGP,
Yes.
any routing protocol, doesn't matter. Let me configure this router first. On this router, you can enable all the protocol. And
Can you combine these? I mean, different branch with different routing protocol. One is OSPF, another one is BGP, something like that.
definitely you can.
Okay, that sounds good.
No cert, IP address. What IP address I had configured on VH?
1.1.
It was 1 or 2?
1.
It was one in VS2 side.
Let me
Or it's
see.
a 2.
1. Okay, so here I am going to configure 2 and 255.255.0. Exit, interface, loopback 1, IP address, and see in the OSPF you must have knowledge of network type. Right here, what should be the network type between this SD-WAN router and my internal router? What should be the OSPF network type?
Point to point. Point to point.
Point to point, right? So here also you can change the network type. You can change the network type. Then interface loopback 1, interface loopback 2, IP address is 11.1, on loopback 3, 12.1, interface range loopback 1 2 3, IP OSPF 1 area 0, IP OSPF network broadcast, network point to point on the loopback, because on loopback you cannot configure broadcast. Even you can skip the network type there. Interface F0/0. What happened? Interface F0/0 IP OSPF 1 area 0, and I'm configuring area 0 IP OSPF network. By default network type is broadcast. If you want to change, you can configure point to point. So on the router you already know the OSPF configuration. On SD-WAN router, let me show you. On VS2, in which VPN first of all you will enable OSPF? In VPN 10,
Right.
service VPN. So go to VPN 10 and say router OSPF, put question mark here, OSPF, then area, OSPF area is going to be 0, then interface GE0/1. That's it. After that, if you want to configure external things like authentication, priority, network type, you can run that. Otherwise, I am going to enter and commit. My OSPF neighborship will come up between VH and R1. So OSPF neighbor, you can see OSPF neighbor is up. So IP route OSPF, you can see OSPF routing table. Correct. Then after that, anything else? So IP route VPN 10. Here you can see in VPN 10 routing table, all the LAN prefixes are coming. So again, VS2 is going to advertise it to
vSmart.
VSmart, but there is one issue. See, between
it is
VSmart and VH, which protocol is running?
OMP. Yeah, OMP.
OMP. And here, which protocol you have configured?
OSPF.
OSPF.
OSPF. So don't you think I need to redistribute OSPF into OMP?
Yes.
It's automatically distribute, I think.
Yes. So OSPF protocol is automatically redistributed into OMP. But will R1 receive this LAN? For that you have to redistribute
No.
OMP
No.
into OSPF, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
OMP is not redistributed into
OSPF.
OSPF. And you will learn these all things through template as well, right? Through template, the configuration of OSPF is going to be very easy, and the template is user friendly, right? So you can see everything and configure properly. To configure through CLI, definitely you need command. You can use question mark, but when I will configure through CLI, you will see the configuration is easy. Whatever protocol you want to use, OSPF, BGP, whatever, you can do that. Now here on the internal router, if I will show you routing table, so IP route OSPF, so you can see it is not learning any route through OSPF routing protocol because of redistribution. So go to VS2 config T, again go to VPN 10 and say router OSPF redistribute OMP and commit it. Commit, and after commit, check routing table. Here now I am expecting route, and here you can see this is external route, right? 192.168.1.0 coming from DC. So can I send traffic ping 192.168.1.1 or sorry 254, the last IP address, and source 192.168.10.1, and you can see ping is working, right? Even from the
So
vManage, yes,
OSPF to OMP redistribution is done automatically on VA's router. Okay.
correct.
And what about the EIGRP and BGP?
See, whatever protocols are automatically getting redistributed into OMP, you will see that everything on the template. Don't worry. Like connected network is redistributed by default into the OMP, and some more protocols are redistributed, right? I will show you even the default configuration of OMP protocol. Here you can run that command. VS2 check what, where OMP is running in VPN 0. OMP is running in VPN 0, so run VPN 0. Here you can see the OMP configuration. Where is OMP configuration? Don't have OMP configuration, so run. Here you can find router OMP. Advertise connected and advertise static. Only two are OMP is only advertising these two types of route, and only one dynamic routing protocol is automatically redistributed, that is OSPF.
So no EAGRP and no BGP auto
Correct,
distribution.
correct.
And if we want, we can disable that auto redistribution for the
Yes, you can
static
do
connected.
that.
Okay.
Even if you want to change the default configuration, right, you can change that.
Okay, nice.
Right, when I will show you the template based configuration from vManage, when I will configure these devices, you will see for default configuration also I am using template, but that is default template. If you want to replace that, you can replace. For default configuration, there will be template on the vManage. Okay, now on VS1 DCVS, so IP, route and VPN 10. Here you can see the routing table, right? All LAN prefixes of branch 1 are coming. Through which protocol? Through OMP protocol, and you can see the T-lock, right? With which T-lock it is coming. I have only one path, right? If any other vanished device is also advertising these prefixes, then this VS will receive same prefix with multiple T-lock. Then it is going to perform best path selection.
Okay.
Best path selection, and best path selection is exactly same like traditional WAN, and we can even control that. We will control it. We will be controlling in upcoming classes. I will be configuring many policies. Any question till here? See, now routing is done between DC LAN and branch 1 LAN.
Fine.
But here a very important thing is there is no any involvement of underlay, right? There is that IPsec. You can imagine these two routers are directly connected. like R1 in legacy time, R2 internet, and here I have created IPsec VPN. It is similar like that, right? And here is a LAN A, LAN B. So if LAN A want to talk with LAN B, traffic will go through this IPsec, right? If I will trace route any IP address from here, any IP address of this subnet from here, right, you will not discover any internet router. Similarly, if you will trace route here, you will not discover underlay. Forget about the underlay now. So from the vManage, even you can trace route and those all things. Like here you can see in the real time only there is troubleshooting. So click on troubleshooting, and from here you can simulate the path. You can check from which transport which your traffic is going. Right now I have single transport, so let me check the flow in VPN 10, source interface this one, destination IP let's say 192.168.1.254, and for any application right now, later we'll see application aware routing as well, then you will understand the routing based on application, that some applications are talking through internet, some are through MPLS. But now my all traffic are going over biz internet. Biz internet is a color, right? And we have defined this color for internet transport.
Right.
Similarly, if you will trace route, here is a trace route, IP address 192.168.1.254, or let me do one thing, let me configure IP address on this PC and I want to trace route that IP address. IP 192.168.1.1/24 and gateway 192.168.1.254. From the router R1, if I build trace route 192.168.1.1 and source loopback 1, you can see traffic is going to 11.1.1.1. This is the service interface of VH2, correct?
Right, sir.
After that, traffic is directly going to the service interface of VS1.
Right.
Right? That means what? Here we have IPsec and traffic is going through IPsec. You will never discover the transport underlay. Okay, hope it is clear, and you can do this from the vManage dashboard as well. I can trace out this IP address 1.1 and in VPN 10, and source is, let's say, this one, start, and here you can see, right, the service interface of my VS, then service interface of remote site VH, right? The transport, and here delay is, average delay is 24 millisecond, right? Average delay is 24 millisecond between the service interface of VS2 and VS1. Similarly, I will configure this router as well. Let me configure R2, R3, and I'm going to use Notepad for faster configuration. I will paste the command first in Notepad. Enable config T interface loopback 1 IP address 192.168.20.1 255.255.255.0 exit. Let me copy it, paste it, loopback 2, loopback 3. Here IP address is 21. Here IP address is 22. Then interface F G0/0. Here I am using another router. No cert IP address 12.1.2 255.255.255.0 exit. On the loopbacks, I am adding one command, IP OSPF 1 area 0.
So sir, EIGRP not possible.
Why?
Okay, possible.
IP OSPF 1 area 0 IP OSPF network point to point. Copy it, paste it over here. This is the command. Here also, just I am keeping the default network type on my 0/0. Copy and paste on router number 2. I already have access. R2. All the commands are accepted. On R3 also, let me change the IP. Instead of 20, it is 30, 31, and 32.
Sir, please do this for BGP.
Bro, will do all the protocol. Just wait. Just give me some time. IP address 2. Here on router number 2, what IP I have configured? Just a minute. So IP interface brief. So IP interface brief. .2. Okay, good. Let me copy it and let me paste it on R3. There is some error.
Please change the interface to 0, 0.
This is F. Copy and paste it over here. All good. Let me write the configuration. Change the host name also. Host name R3 and write the configuration. Go to R2. Change the host name. write the configuration. And so IP route OSPF, not learning any route, even neighborship is not there. Go to router 1, and here also I am changing host name R1, and save the configuration. So I am running OSPF routing protocol between internal router and SD-WAN edge device, right? So between my LAN device and router WAN edge device. Now on the VSS, go to VS3 and just add one command here. Username admin, password is admin, config t, VPN 10, interface the 0/1, no shutdown, IP address 12.1.1/24, exit, router, OSPF, area 0, interface GE 0/1, and redistribute OMP. Here I can simply run command redistribute, not available. Okay, redistribute OMP, commit. Now go to R2 and check OSPF. So IP OSPF neighbor ping 12.1.1. So IP OSPF interface brief is OSPF enable on 0/0 interface. Yes, DR. What happened then? So